Hello and welcome to this LGFL video where we're going to cover and explore the GridStore management console. So I'm going to log in as my school, and once we've logged in, over on the left hand side you can see my school, St Mary's, and if I plus into that group you'll see that I've got a server area. And as you can see, currently I've got two systems backing up, and I can see the last known IP address that they originated from. I can see the operating system that is installed on those devices, and I can see what features have been enabled. So in this case I can see that full system disaster recovery has been enabled, and I'm doing streaming backup, and it's backing up the system state as well as local files. I can also see that at the last backup this system was protecting 16 gig. And across both of those two systems, I'm currently utilising 31 gig of my 100 gig limit in this group. And over here I can see restore points, so I can see how many recovery points I can restore from both these systems. I can see when the account was created, I can see when the last backup took place, and I can see whether it was successful or not. So as an example, this system has done 7 backups. And I can see at the last backup it sent just under 16 gig. So if I wanted to generate a report ad hoc, I can simply right click on that system, come down to reports and choose backups all. This will then open a browser and draw a report for this particular system. So there are the 7 backups that have been performed. I can see the very first initial backup took place on the 2nd of October, and the backup duration took 51 minutes. The amount of data that we were protecting was just under 16 gig, but that 16 gig compressed to 6.1 gig. That's the initial first backup, and then subsequently I can see all of the incremental backups that have taken place. So the last backup, for example, took 13 minutes and only transferred 925 meg. Another thing that you can do in the management console, if you mislay the MSI file that you installed for backup clients, you can simply right click on your servers group and choose deploy. And then this will create a wizard for designing and implementing your backup MSI. You can simply click on build, and this will create an MSI that you can save to your desktop or server area and install other agents to your GridStore service. Another component that you can initialize from the Windows Management Console is what we call InstantData. This is where it gives you the ability to either share or instantly map to one of your server's data from the InstantData tool. So if we choose one of our systems and then choose InstantData, I can either share this tool with another colleague, or in this case I'm just going to open it directly on my device. And there are a number of different recovery options that you can implement with InstantData. We can either do permanent file recovery, where we want to get the data from GridStore back to the target that we want to recover to with as little fuss as possible. Or we might just want temporary access to do a quick browse of the data set and maybe extract a single file. Or we might want to do full system disaster recovery. In this case, let's have a quick look at permanent file recovery. So I'm going to click launch. And now I'll be prompted for the encryption key, which I must type in. Now that the InstantData permanent recovery GUI has now loaded, I can pick and choose any of my dates and times. I can then plus out all of the data that was originally protected from this server. And over here on the right hand side I have a folder on my device that I want to permanently restore the data to. So I simply drag and drop the folder over to my empty folder on my recovery target and drop it. And what we'll see at the bottom of the InstantData permanent GUI is we can see that I'm restoring 299 meg in this case, and at the moment it's only a quarter of the way complete, but that's not going to stop any of my users being able to access any of these files. In real time as the restore is still taking place. This is a fantastic way of eliminating the recovery time objectives. Thanks ever so much for watching this video.